that guy in a truck talking about Terence McKenna and Alan Watts. Hi, I'm Ron. So, long time ago, I used to be a Buddhist, and I lived at a Zendo with a Zen Master Tim. And he was the Dharma heir, the protege of Kobun Chino Adagawa, and who was also in relationship with Katagiri Roshi. And basically, these guys are California Zen masters. Actually, they're Zen masters, and they happen to be in California. And so, when I'd hear Tim talk about Alan Watts, as far as in relationship to Zen, they were not authenticated Zen masters. And this is coming from the Zen masters themselves. And so, as far as what I think of Alan Watts and Terence McKenna, just their theology, is what I'm hearing is it's not Buddhism, because I'm hearing Terence McKenna pretty much say all theology is void, that you shouldn't bother, and then in the next part of his conversation, he's laying out his theology that there'll be a revolution, or the ultimate thing will come from man, from the heart and mind of man. The ultimate reality, there'll be a breakthrough and a revelation and an ascertainment of the divine, which is in itself is theology. So by his own terms, I've heard him say that you shouldn't trust any theology in that. So at what point, then it all unravels. So, because then you have nothing to really anchor yourself on. So obviously, I disagree with this, because as a Christian and meeting Jesus by his Spirit, he defines himself as the one, the original source of all things, that he is unique in and of himself, and that he has no beginning or end, and that he is the culmination of all truth, and that when you ascertain him, or when actually he picks us, when he gets a hold of us and we accept him, you receive all truth. Now, so there's that. So if you're a Christian, kind of checking out Terence McKenna and Alan Watts, I'm like, no. I mean, it's just not solid. And if you want that, listen, that's a whole other story. But I'm just going for a Christian response. They have no, they have no defined origin of man, and they have no divine, their purpose of man isn't defined too well, and it always changes. And then meaning, origin, purpose, and then destination. It's funny, they always go back to, there's that we become like God or something like that. And that's a theology. And so they don't answer where we came from. It's always, maybe we came from the stars, or from aliens, or a computer, simulation. It always changes. With Jesus, it's pretty much, hi, you came from me, and you're going to return to me. And in this life, by faith, you can access me and become like me, and then live it out so that you love me, as Jesus talking about himself, with all your heart, mind, soul, and strength. And out of that perfection, you can love your neighbor as yourself, because until you know Jesus, you don't know real love. But when you do know Jesus and you let him into your heart, you do know real love, you know real acceptance, you know your origin, you know your meaning, you know your purpose and your destination. And it is all about knowing him and loving him, and then being able to love others as yourself. So there's the difference. And, hope this helps out a little bit. If you want to know the differences, there it is in a nutshell. Choose wisely, because the next life you get, it's permanent. It's not transitory. This is a one and done situation. You get one life, and the next one, one life in this world, and then the next one you get one life in the next, and you keep that one forever, and you just want it to be good. So you go with Jesus. You're not gonna regret it. You're gonna like it. So, got some questions? Hit me up. Right now, I'm gonna go back and rake some leaves. Hope you have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.